Thanks for catching up with me to learn more about the financial options available to families when a loved one dies. This is a very challenging topic, and Stephen, our advanced planning manager, is here to help.
Well, thanks, Holly. Most of my time is spent working with families to choose their final resting place prior to death, pre-planning. However, we know that currently 17% of people choose to pre-plan. That means more than 80% of the families we meet with must make a lengthy list of decisions while grieving. Families may start the process by calling for prices or scanning around on various websites, but we encourage families to work with a family service counselor from the start.
When we meet a family, it's our seasoned staff's goal to make that process as easy as possible, but we still need to know a few things. Will your loved one be buried or cremated? Will your loved one be placed in a cemetery? And how will your loved one's life be celebrated? A balloon release, a gathering, or even a catered event? You only get one chance to get it right, so we want to make every effort to help you when it really counts.
And that's what sets the stage for our topic today, the financial impact. Basic services of funeral director and staff, transfer of the loved one into our care, preparation of the body, and burial with no viewing starts at $3,500, and the cemetery spaces can start at $3,500 as well. If instead a family chooses cremation, fees start at $2,600, not including the placement.
At this point, most families, even those working with a family service counselor, are wondering what to do because these costs are due in full at the time of placement.
Yeah, it's not like buying a home or a car. There is no equity created because these are services offered. We can't repossess catering or evict a loved one from a burial plot. If a family is merely calling for costs or checking from the internet for various fees, it may seem like there are little to no options. We're here to tell you that there are several options to choose from. The first step is working with a family service counselor who can help you navigate the process.
Some families will use funds from an estate or place the balance on a credit card, or even have several family members get together to pay the amount due. Some could incorporate veterans benefits into the plan, or unfortunately, oftentimes families will be so overwhelmed with the cost that they consider opting out of certain elements like placement in a cemetery.
I think it's critical to remember too, Holly, that 72% of adults believe that services they attend are an important part of the healing process, and placement is a part of that. That's why we offer payment plans for placement of cremated remains, similar to the way that our parents used layaway for Christmas when we were kids.
That's right, Stephen. Fees for services like catering, cremation, or a celebration of life are still due immediately. Remember, you can't go to dinner at a restaurant and pay in the future either. However, a family service counselor can learn about your budget, help you make sound choices for the services required now, and then assist you in planning a future date for placement of your loved one on our cemetery grounds.
In this example, the private farewell, which includes cremation, will cost $2,620. And an urn for the family to take their loved one home will cost $500. That's $3,120 that would be due immediately. The family knows they have $200 per month to put towards a space on our grounds and the celebration of life. At today's prices, they choose the location and the elements of the celebration of life. Those costs are then estimated in this example at $5,500.
So at no interest, we set up a payment plan, and in just over 2 years, they will celebrate the life of the loved one and have final closure with a permanent placement for everyone in the family to visit.
And this is just one example. We could spend an entire day walking through alternatives, but instead we encourage you to work with a family service counselor who will help you make the right choices for your family's wishes, your family's budget, and most importantly, your family's timeline.
Remember, you only get one chance to get it right. So don't make choices simply based on the idea that you can't afford it. Talk with us to learn how we can help. Thanks for catching up with us.